20th century Hollywood gave the world many enduring cultural figures, but few remain as well known today as Walt Disney. 55 years after his death, this animator, film producer, and entrepreneur remains a towering cultural icon in the U.S. and around the world, and the company that bears his name continues to delight audiences with a uniquely American brand of popular entertainment. He is truly one of the great cultural ambassadors of the 20th century. Walter Elias Disney was born in Chicago, Illinois on December 5, 1901. At the age of 4, his family moved to a farm in Marceline, a rural town in Missouri. Disney's experiences growing up in a small town at the turn of the century would have a great influence on his future creative work. He was obsessed with drawing as a child and took art classes at the Kansas City Art Institute. He lied about his age in order to take part in World War I and was stationed in France as a Red Cross ambulance driver. Disney drew cartoons on the side of his ambulance to amuse his fellow soldiers, and after the war, he began working as a commercial artist in Kansas City. In 1919, he befriended a fellow artist, Ub Iwerks, who would become an important collaborator throughout Disney's career. Disney decided to try his hand at animation, and he moved to Hollywood in July 1923 at the age of 21. At the time, New York was the center of the cartoon industry, but Disney's brother Roy was convalescing from tuberculosis in the dry California climate, and together, the two brothers eventually founded what would become the Walt Disney Company in October of 1923. In July of 1924, Disney convinced Iwerks to move to Los Angeles from Kansas City and join him at the new studio. And together, they began to make the cartoons that would ultimately make Disney one of the best-known men in America. Their first creation was a character called Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. Due to the success of these Oswald films, Disney tried to negotiate a higher fee from the film's producer, Charles Mintz. But Mintz owned the intellectual property rights to the character, and as a result of the dispute, Walt lost all the rights to Oswald. He swore that he would never sell the rights to any of his characters again, and luckily so, because his next creation would become the single most successful cartoon character of all time. His name was Mickey Mouse.
Wait a minute, you ain't heard nothing yet.
In 1927, sound came to the movie industry with the success of The Jazz Singer. Disney decided that Mickey's debut cartoon would include this new technology. The resulting picture, Steamboat Willie, was the first sound cartoon in history. Disney provided Mickey's voice himself and would continue to do so until 1947. The film was an immediate success and led to international fame for Mickey. His image was licensed to a variety of merchandise, including toys, games, and most famously, wristwatches. Mickey became the corporate symbol for the Walt Disney Company and remains so to this day. With the success of Mickey Mouse, Disney began a series of sound cartoons known as Silly Symphonies. One of these, Three Little Pigs, released in 1933, has been called by media historians the most successful short animation of all time. The film won an Academy Award, and its theme song, Who's Afraid of the Big Bad Wolf, was a hit single and became an optimistic anthem for Americans suffering through the Great Depression. Tired of producing short films, Disney next released Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, the first ever feature animated film. It cost $1.5 million to produce, over 3 times its projected budget, and brought a new sense of realism to film animation. Disney used a process called rotoscoping, where a film of live actors is projected onto glass and traced to give a more natural sense of movement. And the movie also used the multiplane camera, a Disney studio invention that allowed multiple drawings to be placed at varying lengths from the lens, creating a more realistic sense of depth. Snow White became the most successful film of 1938, and by 1939 its total gross was $6.5 million, making it the most successful sound film in Hollywood to that date. Disney was awarded an honorary Oscar for Snow White, 1 normal Oscar, accompanied by 7 miniature Oscars to represent the 7 dwarfs. The success of Snow White ushered in the golden age of Disney studio animation. Over the next 2 decades, Disney continued to produce animated features such as Pinocchio, Fantasia, Bambi, and Dumbo, all now considered classics and still viewed by children and adults to this day. During World War II, Disney produced animated training films for the military, as well as the 1943 documentary feature Victory Through Air Power, a film intended to improve American and Allied morale during the war. As the studio continued its run of success into the 1950s, Disney began to turn his attention away from filmmaking and towards other ventures. He began to conceive of a new kind of amusement park, one that could provide enjoyment for both children and their parents. He purchased a large plot of land in Anaheim, California, 25 miles south of Los Angeles, and Disneyland opened in July 1955.
Welcome. Disneyland is your land.
The opening ceremonies were watched on television by over 70 million Americans, and after just a month's operation, the park was being visited by 20,000 people a day.
As you enter this timeless land, one of these many worlds will open to you. Fantasyland, the happiest kingdom of them all. Tomorrowland, promise of things to come. Adventureland, the wonder world of nature's own realm. Frontierland, tall tales and true from the legendary past.
The park was designed as a set of 4 themed lands, connected by Main Street, USA, a recreation of Disney's hometown of Marceline. And the entire park was encircled by a narrow-gauge version of the railroad that ran by Disney's childhood home. With the success of Disneyland, Walt moved into producing television programs as well, including now classic shows such as The Wonderful World of Disney and The Mickey Mouse Club. In the summer of 1959, a special exhibition arose in Sokolniki Park in Moscow. The American National Exhibition was a display of American art, fashion, and merchandise. 3,000 tons of material was sent to Russia for display, and over 3 million Russians attended the exhibition during its 6-week run. Disney contributed a 19-minute film entitled America the Beautiful that showed various landmarks accompanied by a soundtrack of patriotic and traditional music. The film was presented in a circular Circarama theater, utilizing an 11-projector system invented by UB Iwerks, and was one of the most popular attractions at the exhibition. In 1964, Disney developed 4 exhibits for the World's Fair in New York City. The fair was attended by over 51 million visitors over the span of its 2-year run, and these attractions were experienced by people from all over the world. Disney engineers invented a process called audio animatronics for the fair, with lifelike robots programmed to perform using audio signals encoded on magnetic tape. 2 of these attractions, It's a Small World and Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln, were dismantled after the fair and reassembled at Disneyland, where they continue to delight audiences today. A heavy smoker throughout his life, Disney died of lung cancer on December 16, 1966. Throughout his career, he was involved in the creation of 81 feature films, and he holds the record for most Academy Awards received by an individual, winning 22 Oscars from 59 nominations. His lasting influence on entertainment in the U.S. and throughout the world is undeniable, and the company that bears his name remains the most prominent Hollywood studio even today, distributing the most successful movie franchises in history, including the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Star Wars, and Pixar. Disneyland in California has grown into a network of 12 theme parks worldwide, including attractions in Paris, Shanghai, Hong Kong, and Tokyo. Although Walt Disney made his reputation making simple cartoons, he did more to spread American cultural values than perhaps any other figure of the 20th century. The extent of his lasting cultural influence on America and the world cannot be overstated. His films, theme parks, and exhibitions at international expositions transmitted a uniquely American sense of optimism and joy that is still enjoyed by people throughout the world to this day.
if you keep on believing the dream that you wish will come true. A dream is a wish your heart made when you're fast asleep. In dreams you will lose your heartache. Whatever you wish for, you keep. Have faith in your dreams, and someday your rainbow will come smiling through. No matter how your heart is grieving, if you keep on believing the dream that you wish will come true.
You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. When the road looks rough ahead and you're miles and miles from your nice warm bed, you just remember what your old pal said, that you got a friend in me. Oh yes, you got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. You got troubles, I got them too. There ain't nothing I wouldn't do for you. We'd stick together and we'll see it through, because you got a friend in me. Oh baby, you got a friend in me. Some other people might be a little bit smarter than I am, a little bit bigger, stronger too, maybe, but they will never love you the way I do. It's me and you. And as the years go by, our friendship will never die. You're gonna see it's our destiny that you got a friend in me. Ah, you got a friend in me. Ah, you got a friend in me.
Dearest friends, dear gentlemen, listen to my song. Life down here's been hard for you. Life has made you strong. Let me lift the mood with my attitude. 'Cause life is hard for you. Life has made you strong. Let me lift the mood with my attitude. 'Cause life has made you strong. Let me lift the mood with my attitude. 'Cause life has made you strong. Let me lift the mood with my attitude. 'Cause life has made you strong. Let me lift the mood with my attitude. 'Cause life has made you strong. Let me lift the mood with my attitude. 'Cause life has made you strong. Let me lift the mood with my attitude. 'Cause life has made you strong. Let me lift the mood with my attitude. 'Cause life has made you strong. Let me lift the mood with my attitude. 'Cause life has made you strong. Let me lift the mood with my attitude. 'Cause life has made you strong. Let me lift the mood with my attitude. 'Cause life has made you strong. Let me lift the mood with my attitude. 'Cause life has made you strong. Let me lift the mood with my attitude. 'Cause life has made you strong. Let me lift the mood with my attitude. 'Cause time is right. Get ready. Tonight's the night. Boys, what you're hoping for will come true. Let me be good to you. You tough guys, you're feeling all alone. You rough guys, the best of you sailors and bums are all of my chums. So dream on and drink your beer, get cozy, your baby's here. You won't be misunderstood. Let me be good to you. Hey fellas, I'll take off all my blues. Hey fellas, there's nothing I won't do just for you. What a dog. What a dog. He's a tramp, but they love him. Breaks a new heart every day. He's a tramp, they adore him, and I only hope he'll stay that way. He's a tramp, he's a scoundrel, he's a rounder, he's a cat. He's a tramp, but I love him. Yes, even I have got it pretty bad. You can never tell when he'll show up. He gives you plenty of trouble. I guess he's just a no-count pup, but I wish that he were double. He's a tramp, he's a rover, and there's nothing more to say. If he's a tramp, he's a good one, and I wish that I could travel his way. Tell when he'll show up. He gives you plenty of trouble. I guess he's just a no-count pup, but I wish that he were double. He's a tramp, he's a rover, say if he's a tramp, he's a good one. And I wish that I could travel his way. I wish that I could travel his way. I wish that I could travel his way.
I give myself very good advice, though I very seldom follow it. That explains the trouble that I'm always in.
Be patient is very good advice, but the waiting makes me curious, and I'd love the change should something strange begin. Well, I went along my merry way,
And I never stopped to reason.
I should have learned there'd be a price to pay someday, someday. I'd give myself very good advice, but I very seldom follow it. Oh, will I ever learn to do the things I should? Well, I went along my merry way,
And I never stopped to reason.
I should have learned there'd be a price to pay someday, someday. I give myself very good advice, but I very seldom follow it. Oh, will I ever learn to do the things I should? Up where the smoke is all billowed and curved, between pavement and stars is the chimney sweep world,
where there's hardly no day, nor hardly no night. There's things half in shadow and halfway in light. On the rooftops of London, out of sight. Chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chim chiree. A sweet breeze as lucky can be. Chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chim chiroo. Good luck will rub off when I shake hands with you. Or blow me a kiss, and that's lucky too. Now as the ladder of life has been strung, you might think a sweep's on the bottom or strong. Though I spends me time in the ashes and smoke, in this old wide world there's no happier bloke. Chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chim chiree. A sweet breeze as lucky can be. Chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chim chiroo. Good luck will rub off when I shakes hands with you. Chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chim chiree. When you're with a sweep, you're in glad company. Nowhere is there a more happier crew than them what sings chim chim chiree, chim chiroo. Chim chimney, chim chim chiree, chim chiroo. Chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chim chiroo. I draws what I like, and I like what I drew. Today I'm a screever, and as you can see, a screever's an artist of highest degree. And it's all me own work from me own memory. Chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chim chiroo. I does what I like, and I likes what I do. Nowhere is there a more happier crew than them's what sings chim chim chiree, chim chiroo. Chim chimney, chim chim chiree, chim chiroo. My dear sweet child, that's what I do. It's what I live for. To help unfortunate merfolk like yourself. Poor souls with no one else to turn to. I admit that in the past I've been a nasty. They weren't kidding when they called me, well, a witch. But you'll find that nowadays I've mended all my ways, repented, seen the light, and made a switch. True, yes. And I fortunately know a little magic. It's a talent that I always have possessed. Until lately, please don't laugh, I use it on behalf of the miserable, lonely, and depressed. Pathetic. Poor unfortunate souls in pain, in need. This one longing to be thinner, that one wants to get the girl, and do I help them? Yes, indeed. Those poor unfortunate souls, so sad, so true. They come flocking to my cauldron, crying spells, Ursula, please, and I help them. Yes, I do. Now it's happened once or twice. Someone couldn't pay the price, and I'm afraid I had to rake 'em across the coast. Yes, I've had the odd complaint, but on the whole I've been a saint to those poor unfortunate souls. And don't underestimate the importance of body language. The men up there don't like a lot of blabber. They think a girl who gossips is a bore. Yet on land it's much preferred for ladies not to say a word. And after all, dear, what is idle prattle for? Come on, men, not all that impressed with conversation. Two gentlemen avoid it when they can. But they'll know it's fun and fun on a lady who's withdrawn. It's she who bites her tongue who gets a man. Come on, you poor unfortunate soul. Go ahead, make your choice. I'm a very busy woman and I haven't got all day. It won't cost much, just your voice. You poor unfortunate soul. It's sad, but true. If you want to cross the bridge, my sweet, you've got to pay the toll. Take a gulp and take a breath and go ahead and sign the scroll. Got some jewels, now I've got a boys. The boss is on a roll. This poor unfortunate soul.
Wish upon a star makes no difference who you are. Anything your heart desires will come to you. If your heart is in your dream, no request is too extreme. When you wish upon a star, as dreamers do, fate is kind. She brings to those who love the sweet fulfillment of her secret longing. Like a bolt out of the blue, fate steps in and sees you through. When you wish upon a star, your dream comes true. Your dream comes true. rhythm of the city. But once you get it down, they said you can own this town. You can wear the crown. Why should I worry? Why should I care? I may not have a dime, but oh, I got street savoir faire. Why should I worry? Why should I care? It's just due population. I got street savoir faire. They love me at the Chelsea, they adore me at the Ritz. Hey, why should I worry? Why should I care? And when I cross that line, I got street savoir faire. Oh, 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 oh. I have often dreamed of a far-off place where a great warm welcome will be waiting for me, where the crowds will cheer when they see my face, and a voice keeps saying, this is where I'm meant to be. I will find my way. I can go the distance, I'll be there someday. If I can be strong, I know every mile will be worth my while. I will go most anywhere to feel like I belong. Go the distance, I don't care how far. If I can be strong, I know every mile will be worth my while. I will go most anywhere to find where I belong.
From the day we arrived on this planet and blinking step to the sun, there's more to be seen than can never be seen, more to do than can never be done. There's far too much to take in now, more to find that can never be found. And the sun rolling high through the sapphire sky keeps rising until the break of dawn. The circle of life, and it moves us all with despair and hope, with faith and love, as we find our place on a path unwinding in that circle, the circle of life. The circle of light, and it moves us forward with despair and hope, with faith and love, as we find our place on a path unwinding in that circle of life. As we find our place on the path unwinding in the circle, yeah, in the circle of life. Ooh, look at me, I will never pass for a perfect bride or a perfect daughter. Can it be I was meant to play this part? Everybody wants to be a cat because the cat's the only cat who knows where it's at. Everybody's picking up on that feline beat, 'cause everything else is obsolete. A square with a horn makes you wish you were born every time he plays. But with square with a hat, you can take music back to the caveman days. I heard some corny bird who tried to sing, but the cat's the only cat who knows how to swing. Who wants to dig a loki dig a stuff like that? 'Cause everybody wants to be a cat. A square with a hole makes you wish you were born every time he plays. But with square with a hat, you can take music back to the caveman days. Yeah, everybody wants to be a cat, because the cat's the only cat who knows where it's at. When singing jazz, you have a welcome back. Everybody wants to be a cat. Everybody wants to be a cat.